Presidential election season is upon us. That magical time every 4 years where your friends from high school post vaguely racist minion memes on their Facebook feeds. One of the highlights of the election has been the startling success of a plucky senator who has taken on the establishment Democratic candidate, surging from maple syrup obscurity last year to a 1 to 2% lead in the most recent polls. That can't possibly be right. That's really? Okay, you're lying to me, but I'm going to read it since it's on the board. Joining us is a volunteer from the campaign of one Bernard Sanders.
Thanks, it's great to be here, and we just call him Bernie.
So, Senator Bernie, I think we can all safely say President Clinton clearly has this primary in the bag.
What? No, she doesn't.
I mean, him being from a smaller, lesser-known, electorally irrelevant state.
He's from New York State.
Right, so, but now, people from the campaign of Banjo Sanders are now...
It's actually Bernie. You literally just said it.
Okay, let's watch the tone. Check the microaggressions. Now, it seems some of you are crying foul on us mainstream media folks.
Yes, well, because in the last year alone, Bernie Sanders has gone from 4% support to 45%. Polls show that he is the biggest hope for the Democratic Party to retake the White House. He has 45% of pledged delegates right now, and he's won 8 of the last 9 primaries.
Yeah, but we can't ignore the fact 7 losses in a row.
Wins.
We can't ignore the fact 7 devastating, heartbreaking, soul-crushing wins in a row.
So actually, all of this is even more impressive when you consider that his campaign is just funded by regular people. $140 million worth of regular people at $27 per donation. And he's not just some guy running, but he's constantly being bumped.
I'm going to have to stop you right there. We have an update on Trump Watch 2016. We go now to our on-the-street correspondent, Catherine. Catherine, how's it hanging, boo?
Thanks, KG. That's right. I'm coming to you live here in front of this rendering of Trump Tower.
Rendering?
Yes, it is a rendering. We attempted to get on the actual Trump properties earlier today. However, there was a protest outside the building filled with Mexicans.
That sounds terrible. So, can you tell us what is happening at the Trump residence?
Yes, absolutely, KG. Sources are confirming that Trump's dog, a Chihuahua named Juan Pedro Jose, has been taken out of the building earlier this afternoon.
Of course. Catherine, I believe the question on everyone's minds, has the dog been deported?
Yes, KG, it is unclear at this time if Juan Pedro Jose was removed for a routine walk or if the Chihuahua has been involved in Chihuahua-like activities, whether it be the Chihuahua carrying drugs, the Chihuahua raping other dogs, any number of speculative rumors at this point. But we will be getting back to you whenever those are confirmed.
Catherine, thank you so much. We'll be bringing you more on this story as it develops. So, as we were saying, Hillary Clinton, little engine that could.
No, Bernie Sanders has had dominant victories the past couple of weeks. He even picked up extra delegates in states like Nevada, which most voters thought were completely over.
And you have a problem with this because...
No, I don't. Bernie's doing great, but the thing is, he had 20 minutes of network coverage last year, and even this year, he's only gotten 2/3 the coverage of...
On that note, we actually have this footage of Sanders live. Now, we could see some very nice moves, pretty good burst, but we can all agree that this is not a man that wants coverage. If anything, the term elusive comes to mind.
That's former NFL star Barry Sanders.
Not too sure about that, but we will take it to our fact checker, Jabari. Jabari, how am I doing, bud?
Bad. That's Barry Sanders.
Huh?
He's a large black man.
I don't even see that.
Look, all I'm saying is that there's never been a presidential campaign like this before, entirely supported by a grassroots movement. And what could be a bigger story than that? It's like taking the Cinderella story and wanting to focus on Prince Charming.
And now, for our viewers who are not aware, Cinderella is the app on your phone where you cast a wide net, as they say, and just go like this.
It's not even that. But it's basically, what I'm saying is, it's like taking Rocky and wanting to just watch the Apollo Creed parts.
Let's take a look at that right now.
We have a split decision. Judge Walker, 8-7 for Creed.
Inspiring stuff, right, Jabari?
96% of Americans say no.
Who are the other 4%?
Well, I'm a big Carl Weathers fan.
My man.
Look, all we're trying to say is that Bernie Sanders is not exactly cool Obama 2008, okay? So maybe there's something about what he's saying that is getting some traction. Millions of people have joined up, millions more can join up. Why don't we just hear what he has to say?
And to that point, why should we care what he has to say? I mean, isn't Boris Sanders just some pie-in-the-sky communist with no idea how he's going to pay for his health care and college educations?
Look, aren't you already paying taxes?
Yes.
This year alone, the US government is going to give $182 billion to corporations who then just go ahead and do fun things like take jobs out of the country entirely. Wouldn't you rather that money goes to things you can see and appreciate, like healthcare or college education for your kids?
I think we all know my kids are not going to college. They will be raised as cats. What you just saw was footage of a Bernie Sanders rally in New York. I'll say what everyone's thinking. Not very presidential.
That was Spider-Man 3 and one of the worst movies ever made.
Jabari?
I'm going to put that at 99% true.
And who are the remaining 1%?
You and James Franco.
Fair enough.
What you should be showing is footage of Bernie Sanders marching in the rain to support the $15 an hour minimum wage.
I think you mean shots of Hillary Clinton in the rain.
No, she literally does not support it. She's been arguing for a $12 an hour wage for... How can you give her credit for Bernie's work? What don't we even know about Bernie's work? It seems like more than a coincidence when his message keeps getting bumped for shots of an empty podium. How are people supposed to know what he's about when Trump gets 23 times the coverage?
Where I could stand in the middle of Fifth Avenue and shoot somebody and I wouldn't lose any voters, okay? It's like incredible.
Oh no.
That's right. You said the magic word.
I had 2 today. Nobody talks about it, but they have amazing breakfast. That is right, KG. We are here live at Trump Watch 2016. We are now officially receiving word that Trump has had visitors in his home. Who are they? What do they want? Those details remain yet to be seen. Our experts aren't quite sure, so we have established this artistic rendering to lay out and cover all of the possibilities. Over here we have Sheldon Adelson, based on the assumption that Trump is meeting with top donors. Here in the center, you will see depictions of Lex Luthor and Emperor Palpatine, under the assumption that Trump is meeting with top Republican leadership.
And all the way on the right.
Oh, that's just a delivery guy, just a normal delivery guy, under the assumption that Trump has possibly ordered Seamless. It's he's a Chinaman, or possibly Japanese, or Filipina, Cambodian, Laotian.
No, don't forget Mongolian, Catherine. But is that a snake I see in the corner?
Oh, yes, absolutely. We're assuming that there's at least one Horcrux at play here.
Of course.
Back to you, KG.
I mean, this is what I'm talking about. There are actual issues that are consuming voters' lives, like student loan debt.
Student loan debt. I mean, now we're just talking about a couple losers who can't get their stuff together.
Well, actually, the average 2015 graduate will have over $35,000 in student loan debt. In fact, 1 in 7 will have over $50,000.
Like I said, we're talking about a couple losers who can't get their stuff together.
This coming from the guy with credit so bad he can't open a Tinder account.
Oh! Jabari, that was very unprofessional.
I'm sorry,
Pick up your clipboard.
I like this job a lot.
Minority votes. The Clintons are basically your cash money records among the minority voters.
Bernie Sanders won Hawaii, and with 70%, and you'd be hard pressed to call that a white state. I've heard that they can't even pronounce pumpkin spice latte.
I challenge you to find me any real-life minority support for Bernie Sanders.
You mean aside from Spike Lee, Rosario Dawson, Sean King, Harry Belafonte, Cornel West, Erica Garner, Killer Mike, my Puerto Rican boyfriend,
Me?
Jabari.
Jabari? Okay, Jabari, let's cool it with the cultural appropriation. I'm not sure I appreciate that.
What?
Jabari, you are not a minority.
Yes, I am.
Okay. You know what? Just finish this phrase for me. With the Remy in the system, ain't no telling will I fuck them, will I A, diss them, B, miss them, or C, kiss them.
Are you serious? I'm clearly black. My name is Jabari.
All I'm seeing is a Bernie button, man. I mean, you know what? You're the fact checker. You're the fact checker, Mr. Fact Man. Look at the facts.
Oh,
Yeah,
fine,
look
fine,
at the facts.
facts. Sure.
What's it,
okay.
What's it say?
Oh, hey, it says I'm white. What have you done?
Okay, this is insane. This is exactly what I'm talking about right here. There's a real story out there, and then it's that millions of people are hurting, and there's someone who wants to do something about it. But, you know, the system's broken, and doing it the old way is not going to work, but you don't want to hear about that. No. You just want to, shill out for sponsors and ratings. I'm done.
So, yeah, it's that one. It just goes, yeah.
Oh, sorry.
No, not there. Nope.
Feel the burn.
Oh.
So sorry. It's not 99% of chairs over here.
Our next story. Hillary Clinton celebrated the culmination of her lifelong effort to raise the minimum wage.